is Angel. Oh, Angel. Alright? And Angel replied me with the same question that something can make her feel exciting for a fresh day to start is sunshine. She said that because she was grew up at Keelung, which is gloomy and raining every day. A terrible place, by the way. So wet. And I can kind of relate her because I like sunshine a lot. If there was like, say, raining for a whole week, I would feel so uncomfortable. So just like her, I will always try to catch up some chance to have some sunshine. And oh, by the way, her speech title. Her speech title is The Second Offer in Life. Right?
This is my first time to change a job. I stay in the same company since I graduated from school. People often ask me, so you are that kind of person who tend to stay in the comfort zone, right? Okay, it's more comfortable to stay in the same place, same culture, with same bosses. But actually, it's much more challenging to stay than to leave in my industry. I chose to stay when many people left because I want to see what will happen if I kept doing differently. I soon became very important in this company, and the sense of importance soon became the so-called loyalty until I found myself could not leave anymore. They trust me so much. How can I betray them and apply for another job? They need me so much. How can I give them such a big impact as many people did to me? No, I would never do this. So I say no to all the hunters throughout these years and never allowed myself to try any interview because I thought, it's not loyal. Not until my trip to United States did I realize how big the world is, how limited our time is. Why should I stay in a single place for such a long time? I should take my time to explore the world. So that is my first time to contact hunter proactively, which made them frightened. What happened to you? Nothing happened. Just the right moment comes. Then my CV hit the market. I still remember my first interview in life helped me earn the first job. And here comes the second one after 7 years. I have been the one who interviewed others in the past 4 years, accumulating 130 candidates. And now it's my turn to be interviewed again. I feel nervous, but excited, because I believe I will do a much better job than my previous one 7 years ago. Through the interaction with the candidates in these years, I know so much about how a hiring manager will treat their candidates. And I know so much about how an effective interview successfully differentiates a candidate from others. So, I will make my interview amazing. So I divide my interview preparation strategy into 4 key elements. First, opening self-introduction. Never repeat any basic information of you, because that is a waste of time. I select 3 of my key achievements in my career as my opening to attract their attention. Second, prepare your strengths, weakness, your top achievements, and top difficulties in your career. And remember, do not use a lot of adjectives like, I'm so good, I'm positive, I'm good at time management, team building, communication skill, leadership skill, good at interpersonal relationship. Don't do that. Show them by concrete examples. You can tell a story with sufficient details to show what difficulty you met and how your personality and your strengths actually bring influence the people and solve the problem. It's much more powerful. Third, presentation. Never present your self-introduction like reading a well-prepared English script in your mind. Present like deliver a confident speech with eye contact, proper vocal variety, and body language. That is our strength of Toastmasters, so make good use of it during your interview. Finally, ask questions. Not only the interviewer evaluate us, we also selecting our future boss and company, right? So, I will do this. Whenever the interviewer asks me a very tough question or give me a dilemma and ask me, what will you do? After my reply to them, I will ask, if you were me, how will you solve this problem? How will you answer this question? I not only want to learn from them, but also want to see, this person in front of me could be my boss or not? Is it qualified? It's important to choose a good boss, right? Another question I will ask my interviewer is that, in the end of my interview, I will ask, if you decided not to recruit me in the end of this interview, what would be the possible reasons? So most of the time, they will give me some concerns about me, and I will take this chance to fight, to provide more examples and more details to show that actually I'm very potential, and to change their impression on me. So to sum up, I think I'm well prepared to cope with most of the questions. But as you know, the interviewer is more senior, more experienced, and more excellent. They are always able to ask something to identify the new territory of me. For example, I still remember one time I was explaining that I was promoted from A to B, B to C, C to D, and they interrupt me and ask, why are you promoted so fast? Do you think it's really good for your career? And if we didn't promote you so fast in this company, will you give up and disappointed very easily? Another question is like this. They ask me, why do you want to move this time? Oh, you want to leave comfort zone? But this place will one day be your comfort zone. Will you leave us at that time? So I think it's really hard to answer these questions. And to my surprise, it took me 5 months to go through 5 interviews in total. And each of them is 1 to 2 hours long, all in English, and very, very challenging. I really learned a lot from those interviewers. They fostered my self-understanding, and they helped me to sharpen my skills to present myself to others. Also, I learned a lot of new interview skills that I can use to my candidates in the future. So to sum up, after 5 months, I finally got the second offer in my life. Then started my new life just this month. So I can't wait to accumulate some more new experiences in my new career, because I believe all my experiences will become the nutrients of the preparation of my next interview to win my next offer in the future. Cheers.
Nice.